Okay, so let's take a look at the conditional statement. So it's just a if else, and else if statement. The first one is pretty basic. It's just a if statement. So for example, if condition, then the body part. If the condition is true, then execute the block of code. If it's not true, then just skip this if statement. And the second condition is if else statement. Basically, it just add an else add an else statement. So first it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then execute the body part of the condition of the if loop. If the condition is false, then it will execute the code that's in the else block of code. So, and we have the third type of the statement is else if statement. So basically it's just a supplement of the if statement, if condition, and else if condition is true, then execute the body part of the if. If it's false, then we check the another condition again. If the second condition is true, then we execute the block of code. If the second condition is false, then just jump out of this else if statement. So basically all of those conditional statements are the same. Just check the condition, then do or not do the body part of the code. Okay, now we have relational operations. So we use this relational operations to dealing with the conditional statements. For example, we have a double equal sign to check if two values are equal or not. And we have the second sign that check not equals to another value, and less to greater or equals to greater. So it's just pretty straightforward. It's just like the normal operators. Okay, so we have an example of if else statement. So the first one is just an if statement. First, we declare double num and initialize it to 10.5. Then we check the condition. If num less or equals to 12, so 10.5 less than 12, so we execute the body part of the condition, the body part of the if statement. So we just print out yes, and that's all. If the num set equals to 13, then 13 is not less or equals to 12. Then we just skip this block of code. So it's done. The system will print out nothing. Yeah, it's just the steps. And the second one is if else if statement. So we just first we declare and initialize num to 10.5. Then we check the first condition. If the number is less or equals to 10, no, it isn't. So we just continue to check the second condition. 10.5 greater than 10. Therefore, the second part of the body will be printed out. So it just print out greater. So we notice that for if else, okay, this is the third example, is if the simple if else statement. So for if else statement, after checking the first part of the condition, if the condition is false, then we just execute the else part of the code. So we will not check the condition again. We just check the condition once. So if the num is less equals to 10, in this case is false, we just print out greater.